How's it going, guys? It is David, US representative for QSP Knife. We're going to be showing you one of the newer knives for the Canary Folder. I think it's an awesome one. I think it's going to be taking over for a lot of the EDC side of things, but let me know as far as what you think about it. We do have some of the pre-orders, so reminder, we do have the pre-order on the website. If you'd like to have now the Ultem material and some of the new models, especially like the button lock penguin. We also do have the capybara. So I was corrected also, the capybara is actually from South America and not Australia. So that's where it came up in comments. So appreciate the input on things as well. So that's going to be where you can have these comments here. So yeah, we got a comment here. So Hayward, so he said that yeah, especially now it's going to be down in South America. And then so I said, whoops, yep. So made a mistake on it as far as that goes. But yeah, it's I guess the platypus is from Australia. And then the other is going to be from South America. So if you don't know what a capybara looks like, that's a capybara. It's kind of a big little guy. Kind of cute. Rodent, so someone would probably think it's ugly as well. But this is going to be what that knife looks like. So this is one of the prototypes. So now, if you don't know, for the pre-order, it's not one that you're going to be waiting a long time for. This is a knife that is going to be available and probably shipped later this month. So that's going to be including the Ultem material for the Canary. We're also going to have the button lock penguin, and then we also do have the walrus coming out. Walrus is kind of a Persian type of blade. So I think it does really well, and then our actions are getting dialed in. So we don't have any type of assisted knives. We just run on bearings, and then we do have some washer knives, but to get the action down is kind of what we do with it. So nice backspacer for it. Running this new carbon fiber material. So it's going to be a little bit different than what you're seeing out there. We always have some innovations coming out for the materials, and we still did win the best production folder over at Blade Show West over for the Rhino. So check that one out too. But we'll get into this other knife, so we'll leave probably the penguin out there for size comparison so you can kind of see what it is. And we'll go through probably two knives at a time. So if you don't know some of the numbering system, normally the letter and then the 1 or the 2 would be just basically the stonewash or satin and then the black. So if you see on the box, G1, G2, so G2 is going to be the black blade, G1 is going to be the stonewash blade. So that's kind of how the numbering system works. So if you're ever wondering why is a G1, G2, or if you just look at it and say, okay, well, I want the black blade version, that's going to be the G2 variant. So we'll start off, now I'm going to start with A, and we'll go down the listing. So this is going to be the A1. So the Ultem one that is on pre-order, that's going to be available later this month. That's going to be $63.75, and then these are going to be $41.95 for the Canary Folder. This is going to be the A1, A2. The difference is just going to be the blade coating and also the liners. But this is going to be, how that action is just great. It does have the block off for that side, so right, left hand carry, and then maybe eventually premium side. Now it's dealer exclusive, so we're coming out swinging with this guy now, seeing if we can even compete with our own penguin. So this is going to be for the Canary Folder, so that's going to be the stonewash, and then you have the black stonewash. So you got those two there, 14C28N, so $41.95. I mean, at a major company or major brand out in the enthusiast world, $41.95 for 14C is a fantastic price point. Then the B1, B2, now so if you tend to lose your products at all, this is going to be a very bright, very easy to spot. Drop it in the grass, take it out hunting with you. It's going to be a bright knife. You can find it when you pick it up. So still nice action for these guys. So this is going to be the B1, B2. So same pocket clip for this one as well. So recessed liners for the knife as well for $41.95. Available on the website, also at the dealers. So check both of those out. Order whichever we want to order. But that's going to be the next knife up on the table for the B1, B2. Again, $41.95. Another bright color, C1 and C2. So really neon green knife for the Canary. So it does have still that lanyard hole, so you can throw that on there. So folks that want to add a little bit more flair to your knife, that's available to you. And that's going to be a G10 for this one here. So G10 running on bearings. There's going to be one that has a ceramic bearing still. So ceramic also for the detent ball. You just have removable thumb studs. So if you do not want to have these, or if you want to change it out, you can definitely do that. D1, D2. So again, the difference is just stonewash and black blade, black stonewash. So that's going to be the sizing on this guy in comparison to that penguin. So it's going to be fairly close to it. Still, now with a large size hand for myself, I'm still fitting all my fingers on there. So if you do have a larger hand, that's where we're probably going to have that lanyard and then be able to put that pinky on there for that. But this is going to be just a nice purple color. So this where you just have a lot of different color variants available for the canary, which is fitting for the bird too. So that's where these come out and they're available for you. And this is going to be the black variant. So this is going to be the D2. So $41.95. Middle finger flick. Yes, you can. So that's going to be where you have just a nice action for it. Again, just those D10 ceramic ball bearings. And then it does have the holes on it, so some people don't like that, but I mean it's a nice way to lighten up even further. So you could just do the liners, but we're going through the G10 and the liners. It goes along with the canary fixed blade that we came out with, so that's where it kind of ties in as far as that design language. E1, E2 is going to be the JG10. So does it glow? No, it does not. But you can dye it to whatever you would like to. So if you want to do some RIT dye, you can do the synthetic RIT dye and kind of change it up, make it your own, or keep it like this, because a lot of people do like just the standard JG10 look. If you are looking for glow in the dark, we do have that available. So that's going to be in the Grebe lineup. So this is going to be the Grebe. This is also a button lock. So if you don't like the penguin button lock, then there's this one there also that's available to you. So if you want to do that, but this is the one that is going to glow in the dark. E1 is going to have that look to it. So same blade shape, and then going to have a nice see-through, so you can see the inner liner and how that's working as well. And then you're going to have the black. So swap it out, slip it over to your left-hand carry if you want to, and then you can dye it. So it'd be nice to see kind of what colors people come up with, because I've seen like different ones where they kind of do two different colors. So one side's one color, one side fades into the other. I've seen just the regular dyeing. Not really necessary to dye it to a color we offer. Just buy that color if you really like it, unless there's a certain range of color that you want, then you want to go for. So F1, F2 is going to be with the green colorway. So I personally like the black for the contrast, but you do have just another option available for you and for the G10. And then we are going to be at 4 different shows if you count SHOT Show. So next year we'll be at SHOT Show. We'll see that big old, I thought it was a Death Star that was over by the casino, but that's going to be there's a pretty cool concert hall that's there. So they finally finished it. So we'll see what that looks like next year. And I guess F1 is going on right now, which is also just very busy. But that's what we're going to do that. We have Blade Show Texas. Then we have regular Blade Show, and then Blade Show West. If you have a certain show that you think that we should attend, just let us know, and then we might be able to swing on by as well. So we're going to do probably the Oregon show. So it's going to be, since I'm in Oregon, we do have the Oregon show. That's going to be down in Eugene area. And then G1, G2, this one's going to be a little bit different because then the one with the standard stonewash blade also still has the black hardware against this white G10. So that's going to be the difference. Most of the G1s have the standard hardware. This is going to have the black. So either blade you go with, whether the stonewash or the black stonewash blade, it's going to have that same hardware for this one. So as you see on this guy, so it's going to be the G2. So nice pattern for it. Going to be kind of iconic colorway for some of the folks out there that might collect these type of color patterns. I was going to say this might be like a salmon color, but no, this is like bubblegum pink on this one. So if you like this color, then you do have a pink one. So we did have some pink ones for the parrot. So that was a few years ago. So that might still be out there if you want to find a parrot in pink. And then we do have the updated parrot, which has bearings on it. So the first one had washers. The new parrots, which is a V2, those have bearings on it instead of washers. So H1 and H2 available on the website, available at dealers. So that's something you can pick up right away. And the last set from our initial release is going to be the I1, I2, and then the Ultem is going to be J1, J2. So you can pick those up, again, available on the website for pre-order. And then these are going to be the blue variants. Got the stonewashed, and then you're going to have the black stonewashed variant. So again, very nice action, just a really nice setup for it. Lines are nice, even in closed position, everything's lined up. So design-wise, I think this is done very well for us. Now, so T6, T8 is for the hardware, and you have the black one there. So that's going to be the last of them for the i2. And so out of all these, I mean, what would you say, what would I say is kind of my favorite one out of the lineup? For me, it's going to be the black and white, or it's going to be the purple. So these two are going to be probably the favorite ones for me out of lineup. And then that's going to be just the ones that really call to me as far as how this one goes together. But let me know as far as what you guys think. Order up. Now, right now it's available, so it'll ship to you for this lineup. And then the Ultem will be coming next, so it's going to be later on this month, as well as the other pre-orders. And you can see on the screen. And we did hit 500 subscribers, so once we get to 1,000, we'll probably start to do some giveaways. So thank you for those people that are joining along, seeing what the new products are for QSP Knife. But yeah, button locks for the Penguin is coming up, the Ultem. This is going to be the Walrus. And then we do also have the Capybara. Again, South Africa. So that's going to be what our new ones coming in, and then we'll keep on coming with different models, so let us know what you're looking for, and then we'll kind of keep you in line with what's going on. We do also have the Vault that's coming out. That's going to be our crossbar style lock. Now that will be coming up as well, so that's going to be from Jacob Lindquist. So check that one out too. Now that's going to be on Instagram. So Instagram, YouTube, and follow us along. And thanks for stopping by.